What's the most confusing good news you've ever gotten? My girlfriend came back from her girls' trip glowing. Her skin looked better and her mood was amazing, and she kept saying it was exactly what she needed. So I didn't think much of it because she had been stressed with work, and I'd been away a lot for business, so I figured the break helped. We'd been dating for a year, living together for 6 months, and we weren't planning for kids, but we had talked about having them someday. So when she sat me down a couple weeks later and told me she was pregnant, I froze. But she was smiling so big and even showed me the test and said it felt like a miracle. At first I smiled back because I didn't want to ruin the moment, but then I started thinking and something felt wrong. We hadn't been intimate that month, and I was gone for most of it flying between Denver, Houston, and Atlanta for work. And I remember clearly because I logged every travel day for my taxes. I started doing the math in my head while she kept talking about baby names and nursery colors, but the due date she guessed based on her last period pointed straight to the week of her girls' trip, not to anything we had done. But I stayed calm and didn't accuse, and told her we should celebrate later because I had work to finish. But that night, I went digging. First, I looked through our shared calendar, but nothing seemed suspicious, and then I opened my own travel log and matched every day, but there was no overlap. I searched online about baby due date calculators and double-checked how far along she should be, and I asked questions like, when would the baby start kicking, just to figure out what's normal. But she told me she started feeling flutters at 12 weeks. That was earlier than usual, but not impossible, so I hoped I was wrong. Then I remembered something she told me early on when we were dating. She used to do OnlyFans in college because it helped pay for books and bills, but she stopped completely once we got serious, and I still remembered her username. So I looked it up, and her profile was still active, not under her real name, but the same handle, and she had been posting monthly. It was $4.99 to subscribe, so I paid, and the most recent post was a video uploaded right after her girls' trip, so I clicked play. It started in a hotel room with balloons and a girls' night banner in the background, and the camera was set up at the edge of the bed, and then she stepped into the frame wearing a matching pink set I remembered helping her pack. And then another person walked in, and it wasn't me. It wasn't even a secret hookup. It was a filmed collab with another creator, and she'd recorded it during the trip, and the worst part was she looked happy. I opened her text and searched the name of the hotel and found a chat labeled Emua Vegas, and I thought it meant makeup artist at first, but it wasn't. It was a videographer, and their messages said things like he could edit or clean up the video for the same price. But I closed the phone because I couldn't look anymore. She kept uploading afterwards too, but not content that would get her caught. And when the pregnancy test turned positive, she acted like it was ours. And we went to the doctor together and held her hand during the scan, and I just smiled because I didn't know what else to do. And when she told me I'd be a great daddy, I wanted to say the same thing back, but she already got praise from the video director for her acting.